What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Zach and I just got back from Montana, and we've had a lot of questions recently on social media and just emails and stuff. Listen to the podcast, have lots of writers talking about our layering system and what we would use for a late season mule deer hunt or elk hunt out of state for, Colorado late season, Montana, wherever you find yourself later in the season, Idaho, stuff like that.
When those
around
temps
the west
really dip down.
Yeah, and we've done late season mule deer stuff and just late season hunting for consecutively since 2019.
Yeah.
And we've been tweaking our kits for a good 4 or 5 years straight, and just kind of getting settled in now in these last couple years. And I know this year I made some minor tweaks compared to my Idaho elk hunt last year in November, where the temps were down into the single digits. Zach faced the same thing in Colorado last year, and then just the several years before that in Colorado as well. This year in Montana, made some final tweaks to my system, and I think I've finally landed on something that works very well for me, especially in the feet category. That one's tough to kind of nail down, especially when you're compensating for long distance traveling through miles of hard terrain in pack boots.
Yep.
Versus, I know you and I, for the first couple of days, we tried our just regular Crispies or Kenetrex or whatever you might be wearing for normal, like, mid-season stuff.
Yeah, one day I think we made it in those. One day.
And then we were doing the midday dancing, trying to warm your feet up, and you're like, this isn't worth it, and we switched to the pack boots. But so without further ado, this is Zach's complete system, and then I'll follow up with my system for a late season November. We were mid-November. The exact dates were November 12th through the 20th, and we were in single digits.
Yep, single digits with snow on the ground.
With wind chill.
Oh yeah, negative with wind chill, snow on the ground. This is exactly what I wore top to bottom every single day, whether it was on my body or in my pack. This is what I wore for 2022. Starting at the feet, I had heavyweight over the calf, darn tough socks. I love the over the calf look or like the feel of it, and I like not having to worry about that calf sock slipping down, getting inside my boot, annoying me, anything like that. So over the calf, heavyweight sock. On my feet, like we just talked about, we swapped after day one I swapped from my Kenetrex hard scrabbles to these Hoffman pack boots, and what a game changer. These things are awesome. I mean, like, when you're side hilling, stuff like that, they're just not going to be as comfortable as like a regular mountain boot. But even in the conditions we were in, they performed great. We were climbing up hills, side hilling across snow and all that kind of crap. And I mean, didn't really have many problems slipping and falling or anything. And I will trade that in a million years for having warm feet.
Warmth, yeah.
So I never got cold in these. There was one day where the toes got just like the slightest chill when I wasn't moving for like a long period of time, but completely bearable. Like nothing that I would have even like thought twice about.
Yeah.
So the Hoffman pack boots performed freaking great. And then on the bottoms, I wore these Eddie Bauer First Ascent guide pants. They're the lined version, so they have like a fleece backer to them. So they're just the heavier weight Eddie Bauer guide pants, and these things worked awesome. Like, I can't complain. I didn't wear any long johns, nothing. Just wore these while I was moving at all times. Never got cold. Just felt really good.
Out of your kit, I will probably say that is the bang for the buck item.
Oh yeah.
Out of your entire kit.
Yeah, if you're going on a late season hunt or anything like that, and you're like shopping for some last minute gear or anything like that, and you got a tight budget or anything like that, Eddie Bauer is the jam when it comes to pants. Like, their early season, just regular First Ascent guides, we've talked about them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
We love them, especially for the money. Like, you can find them on sale for $50 a lot of the time. So then if you do beat them up and like, whatever, it's only $50. It's not a $150 pair of hunting pants. The guides, or the fleece line guides here, they are a little bit more expensive just because you get that warmth. but you're still looking at $100, maybe a little bit under if you get them on a sale or anything like that. And I mean, how can you go wrong?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like kept me warm in Montana late season for $100. There you go.
Yeah.
And then when we did sit down in glass, I have the KUIU Ultras. So they're not the super heavyweight Super Down Pro down pants, but they're the lighter version. So they're the Ultras. So I think these things weigh like 8 ounces.
It's absurd.
Like I just pack them down, shove them in my backpack. I never have to worry about it. Like if I sit down to glass and it's windy or anything like that, I just throw them right on. They have the full length zipper, so I don't have to take my boots off to put them on. Just like throw them on, good to go. Wore them a ton on our modern deer hunt when we were sitting
Stationary
and glassing for
Yep.
hours. So these were just in my pack most of the time. I only wore them a couple times really. And then on top, I'll go kind of like next to skin out here. I had the Stone Glacier Helio hoodie. I really love this piece. Throughout the rest of like the kind of the earlier seasons and stuff like that, I wore the KUIU Pro 200. This stone I found to be just like a little bit warmer because it has like a little bit of like a micro grid fleece to it. So it is a little bit warmer, and so putting that next to my skin and then pairing it with this piece, I feel like I can do pretty much whatever. Like, especially if I'm active. If I'm hiking, this is all I wore. I wore this and the KUIU Strong Fleece 260. I wore that the entire time, anytime we were moving, and I was 100% fine.
Yeah. If you'd like to see a more in-depth mid-layer review, check our channel down below, and Zach does his mid-layer shootout, and he talks a lot in depth on that Helio hoodie.
Yep, I talk about this, I talk about this, I talk about the KUIU.
Yep, the 200.
And the First Light piece.
Yep, and the First Light.
Check that out. So yeah, Stone Glacier Helio hoodie next to skin for me. And then, like we said, I went to the 260 Strong Fleece by KUIU, and I mean, I think all three of us are in love with this piece.
Yeah.
Like, we all think that this is a very essential part of your clothing kit.
Yes.
For me, it's more of an mid-October and on piece. I know Jeff and Bob will run it earlier than that.
Yep.
But for me, like, that modern deer season into anything later than that, and I'm wearing this with this every single time I'm in the woods. I love it. After that, I went to the tried and true, the SDP from KUIU. You just cannot go wrong with this freaking thing. Warmth to weight ratio is off the freaking charts. This thing's 13 ounces, and it's an inferno when you put it on.
Yeah.
Like, you just, I can't get cold wearing it. Like,
an SDP is the acronym that we have come up with for the Super Down Pro.
Super Down
KUIU.
Pro, yeah. The SDP. We're trademarking that.
Yep.
Then I had the late season vest by Tamarack and P and Wild, our kind of collaboration here. I wore that over the top of like that Strong Fleece, or even over the top of the Super Down Pro, and I'm a large in everything on top, and I'm a large in this vest, and it fits me really well over the fleece, and will still fit perfectly comfortable over the Super Down Pro.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with it. This thing is like a true layering piece.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a heavy duty vest.
It's heavy, it's fleece lined, it's like got a nice DWR coating on the outside of this thing. It's super stretchy, super athletic, like fit and everything. So it's like a true piece to your kit. Don't think of this thing as just like
an orange.
Just an orange that you went to Walmart and bought for $5.
Yeah.
Like, that is not what this is. This is a true like hunting vest in blaze orange.
Yes.
And so I had that over the top of everything, and then I had just a regular baseball hat, and I had, just like that, P and Wild orange hat, and then I had this Go Hunt knit beanie, from just like a cuffed regular whatever beanie.
Yeah.
So that was my system, really simple.
Yeah. I
did have a pair of fingerless gloves that I wore, and I did have a little lightweight neck gaiter for breaking the wind and stuff like that. Not for farting, just for breaking the wind off of my face. But I digress. Yeah, so that was it. I was very simple.
Yeah.
Like the pants were the most surprising for me. Like I knew that my tops, like my layers were dialed.
Yeah.
The fleece line pants, I was like, am I gonna need a long john? Am I not gonna need a long john? Are they gonna be too warm when I'm walking? Am I, whatever.
Yeah.
So like that was the kind of experimental piece.
Yeah.
But
well,
they
you
were
kind of
great.
like your long john is the puffy pant.
Yes.
So when you were like, oh, I'm cold, I need to put a liner lay on, you just threw your puffy pant on and you're off and running.
Exactly.
I went from long john, didn't carry a puffy pant, and that's why our kits are unique, and that's why we decided to share both of them, because we do different things. We're different people. Zach runs a little bit warmer. I run colder, so I have an extra layer on top. But we're going to get into that.
Yep.
But that's Zach's kit that he has. Again, this is not just his first time late season hunting. We've done this since 2019. So 19, 20, 21, and 22. So 4 years straight of November hunting in late seasons.
Yep.